The House Republicans are having their annual summit where they discuss policy and politics and strategy going forward. And they're having it today in Doral at the president's place in Florida. And so I wanted to give the Republicans a little bit of advice. I wasn't invited, I'm not there, but I can still give them advice, which is this. There are many issues to discuss that affect domestic policy and foreign policy, that affect spending and taxing, that affect so many things in our lives. But one thing I want to bring up that they aren't addressing, and that is the heart and soul of this nation. We have individuals who were Republicans. We have individuals that the Republican establishment in Washington used to embrace and vet and promote, who are killing the Republican Party, who are trying to kill the constitutional conservative movement that I had so much to deal with in terms of founding and promoting. And the battle is engaged against these individuals well outside the Republican Party. I'm fighting them. Others are fighting them. Other institutions are fighting them. But the Republican Party as an institution is not. Now, the Republican Party was founded in the 1850s on one issue: to abolish slavery. The Republican Party has always been a moral party, an ethical party, a party that believes in values and principles and substance in our founding. And again, it was founded by brave men and women who took on slavery. And a few years later, they nominated for president a man by the name of Abraham Lincoln. And Abraham Lincoln eventually would get not a plurality, not a majority of the delegates supporting him for president of the United States. And the rest is history. But history is the key. There are times when a party needs to speak with one voice and speak out. That doesn't mean every single individual within the party is going to agree, but it means that it needs to coalesce. And coalesce around what? Well, they're discussing issues today. But one of the great issues of our day is, who are we and what do we believe in here? I mean, I'm not talking about things like John Locke and Montesquieu and the founders and the framers, and we will get to those. Plenty of opportunities in our video podcast, because I think it's very important. I'm talking about who are we as human beings? Why are we not hearing a concerted voice in the GOP taking on the Jew haters, the Christian haters, and the America haters? They're all one and the same. They're all one and the same. Why do we allow in the Republican Party these individuals to do what they're doing without confronting them? Now, this is a problem. I notice Republicans are willing to talk about Democrats. They're willing to go after Tlaib and Omar. Sure, Mondami, because it's easy. They're in the other party. But what happens when we have a sort of a rogue break-off that is out there spewing Third Reich propaganda, trashing our president, trashing the Republican Party, claiming that they're going to defeat MAGA and they're going to defeat the GOP and there's going to be a third party or a third way? And I hear crickets. Crickets. So let me make a suggestion to the Republicans gathering at Doral in Florida. It's time to speak out. You're the establishment Republican Party. You're there for what? There are moral issues that need to be confronted, or you're going to get blown out in the midterm elections. I don't care what your stance is on any domestic or foreign policy issue. If we cannot coalesce around a moral argument and defend tens of millions of our fellow citizens in this country, not just Jews, but Christians too, and not just Christians, and not just Jews, but people who love this country, who may be Christian Jews, maybe Buddhists and Hindus, maybe atheists, whatever they are. then what the hell do we stand for? Who the hell are we? What am I talking about? We have this new piece. Tucker Carlson claims Trump's push for unconditional surrender from Iran means troops can rape your wife and daughter. Now, when they're meeting in Doral, are they going to talk about this? Here's a guy trashing the president, trashing the military, trashing patriotic Americans, and so far, there's silence, absolute silence. Now, this is unacceptable. The president has taken on Tucker Carlson. He's taken on Tucker Carlson. He's had enough of him. Some of us have been doing this for 10 months. For 10 months, and we've been pretty much alone. Online and elsewhere, it's starting to build the challenges and the confrontations, and that is a great thing. That is a good thing. But I'm not hearing from House Republicans as a group. I'm not hearing from Senate Republicans as a group. Why is that? Because you have a few reprobates among you who are friends with these people, and you're afraid to upset them? That's not acceptable to me. Listen to this. And this is from media of all places. They do more to talk about this than the Republican Party. Tucker Carlson argued President Donald Trump's call for Iran's unconditional surrender, something that I've talked about over the weeks, will require significant military force because historically that has meant troops get to rape the women and children of the conquered nation. Really? Unconditional surrender. Isn't that what we required of Japan? Did we rape and pillage Japan? Did we rape their women? This is sick. This is beyond a debate, beyond even a challenge. This is a mentally deranged statement. And there are many of them from this guy. Many of them. You know, we talk about Clinton and his sister soldier movement. Well, when will the Republican Party as an institution have its sister soldier movement? When will it have its Tucker Carlson moment? Or its Candace Owens moment? When will they make clear? When will they make clear that they want nothing to do with these people? I don't care how many followers they have. I don't care how many viewers they have, how many listeners they have, how many subscribers they have. They're a tiny minority, the American people. How do you reach out to minorities? How do you reach out to Americans who are patriotic if you don't have the gonads to denounce this? These are our men and women in uniform. They're fighting a spectacular military campaign. They're putting their lives on line. The least we can do is defend them. Folks, if you enjoyed this clip and you want to watch the entire episode, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. You can go to YouTube and subscribe, or go to Rumble and follow. And by the way, tell your friends and family too. I'll see you then.